Titi Ayun hilang. Titi Ayun tak ada. Titi Ayun tak ada lah. Tinggal Titi Ayun saja. Titi biar.
On a lovely sunny day, the cold streams of Titi Ayun at the foot of Jerai curve gently through the boulders. It is a very popular place for the locals to relax with their families. However, things took a sharp turn when a heavy flood hit Titi Ayun in a tragic fashion on 18 August. Titi Ayun is one of the most affected locations due to the water column phenomenon. In that location alone, more than 10 homestays were severely affected and some of them even failed to be rescued. Apart from Titi Ayun, the disaster also affected the surrounding areas in 2 districts, namely Yan and Kuala Muda. When the crew of the Vibes arrived in Yan, majority of the residents still felt big and tired from the incidents, which they had never experienced before.
Pakcik sebenarnya dia macam fobia. Sebabnya kejadian di sini tu, anak pakcik dan cucu pakcik tu, kita kata tahap macam mengucap dah lah. Semua Allah nak panjangkan umur. Sebab daripada dia sejak call panggil tu, bos call tu call, ayah, ibu tolong, cengap. Minta ampun, minta halal makan minum. Makna perkataan tu makna last punya pesanan lah agak saja. Mana kata bagi dia harapan hidup tak ada.
The Yusof family residence located in Batu Hampa, about 3 kilometers from Titi Ayun, was among the most severely affected when his house was almost totally destroyed due to strong currents. In fact, his father-in-law, Ku Abdullah 91, was also among the victims of the tragedy. The body of the former imam was found under a pile of wood about a kilometer from their home on the 4th day of a search and rescue operation. During the incident, Yusuf survived because he was in another house in a nearby village and he was only informed of the tragedy from his second child who lived in the unfortunate house with other family members. Yusuf was actually the individual who saved us when we were still busy recording during the heavy rain around Batu Hampa. We only realised the location was becoming increasingly unsafe when he was suddenly approached.
Pakcik, kereta merah. Motor ada satu saya rasa.
Okey, kami try ni. Apa tak dia tak follow?
Tak tahu, pakcik tu suruh takut.
Okey.
Jadi bila pakcik tengok, pakcik boleh bayang dah. Sebab pakcik duduk sini lama. Bila keadaan di rumah pakcik air tinggi, sini mesti dahsyatnya. Bila pakcik tengok keadaan Budi, kemarin pakcik tak balik lagi. Tengok dah bunyi batu, degung. Pakcik keluar tengok kata ni air dia ni nak tengok ke? Mana air jangan ni bahaya ni. Itu yang pakcik kita jalan-jalan. Tak jalan, pakcik tengok air dalam. Boleh pergi takut jalan di tepi pecah. Sebab duk tengok tukar jepam kan. Dia tak jalan kan. Dia nak naik tu. Lepas cik lepas keluar dia naik. Jadi Pak Long bila turun tu tengok air sudah banyak. Jepam tak naik, bertambah fobia. Pasal tengok air tu, pasal puan bawa menteri nampak tepi batu kan. Sebab takut jadi macam atas. Dia sekejap, tiba-tiba dia datang yang kepala tu. Itu macam fobia jadi.
This is where the massive flood in Gunung Jerai and we have already experienced when the water slowly rising, just submerging the road. Will this tragedy repeat and forever haunt the residents nearby? Only time will tell. The tragedy that haunted Yusof led us to find the real cause of the natural disaster that never happened on Mount Jerai. Among our findings was the existence of a quarry of more than 26 hectares near the Tupah Recreation Centre, which is said to be the source of Tupah River becoming so shallow that it is unable to accommodate the flow of water that descends from the summit of Mount Jerai. The situation worsened when the foothills were also explored and leveled for durian tree planting activities and other crops, which were seen to be too close to Sungai Tupah. The same situation was also found in a stone quarry near Singkir, which allegedly affected the flow of a small river that flows through several villages near the area. However, the allegation was denied by Kedah Menteri Besar Muhammad Sanusi Maidno, who described the existence of quarries in the two locations had nothing to do with the water column phenomenon, and it was only due to heavy rain that hit the area. President of Sahabat Alam Malaysia, Meenakshi Rahman, when met by the Vibes, said we should not assume that every natural disaster that occurs is simply an act of God.
Walaupun kesan daripada hujan yang lebat macam tu memang ada, tapi tak boleh kita kata semua kita salahkan kepada semula jadi. Sebab kalau kawasan kat sana tu tidak diteroka, dibuka, sebab ada juga gambar-gambar yang menunjukkan, walaupun Menteri Besar kata itu adalah gambar-gambar 4 tahun yang lepas, tapi jelas menunjukkan bahawa kita tahu ada kuari, dan kita tahu ada kuari-kuari ini sebenarnya tidak boleh dibenarkan. Pihak SAM sendiri ada bantu kawasan kampung-kampung di kawasan Singkir. Kita memang ada bawa kes di mahkamah sendiri, ya, untuk mencabar kuari itu, sebab kuari itu kita dapati bahawa memangnya dia tak boleh diadakan di cerun Gunung Jerai.
Meenakshi said the only way to find out the real cause of the tragedy was through the establishment of an independent commission of inquiry involving various parties. And for that, she said the call for the establishment of an independent inquiry has been officially sent to the Kedah Menteri Besar on 27 Ogos.
Seruan kami kepada Menteri Besar Kedah adalah untuk mengadakan suatu suruhanjaya siasatan bebas di peringkat negeri, ya, supaya dia terbuka. Kita dapati para akademia, pada jabatan-jabatan termasuk Jabatan Geosains dan Mineral dengan video mereka, drone mereka. Ada ramai akademik, ya, yang telah komen, walaupun mereka di Kuala Lumpur dan sebagainya, memberi banyak teori, hipotesis diorang. Apa yang perlu kita kena hentikan ramalan-ramalan yang kita memang tak tahu. Kena ada siasatan secara terbuka supaya Suruhanjaya ini dapat tahu apakah punca sebenarnya dan adakah apa-apa contributing factors, lain-lain faktor yang menyebabkan bencana di kawasan merbuk begitu teruk.
Upon completion of this video, it is understood that the investigation of the water column incident was only done by the Department of Minerals and Geoscience. The department also informed that before the tragedy occurred, there was an unusually heavy rain and rainwater seeped to soften the soil and rock structures at the top of the mountain. Mount Jerai, the highest point in northern region, peaks at 1,207 meters. The legendary mountain, however, bore witness to 6 deaths during the tragedy when heavy flood hit its foot. Who's to blame, Mother Nature or human greed?